All right. Hey, Ann Sieg here. And the electrons are hooking up for us as we kick off today's Voice of E-commerce call. Kind of an interesting topic today. Maybe not everybody's favorite topic, that being emergency preparedness. So I just want to let you know, I just kick off a little bit early to make sure everybody can log in. Make sure you say hi in the comments section so that I know you're here. And I see that primarily on the e-commerce business school page, as this video goes off into several other groups as well, all happening simultaneously. But where I can interact with you best is on the EBS e-commerce business school page. And you can get to that just by going to the top of the search bar within Facebook and just type in EBS and then e-commerce business school, and you'll be taken to our page, okay? So, and I'll formally start right at the top of the hour, but I do have some definite advice and goodies for you as it relates to emergency preparedness, because I strongly believe as an entrepreneur, you have the opportunity to be more in control of your life than not in control. And I'm going to give you very specific examples right here within our community of how that was played out for people as they dealt with emergencies, mostly those having to do with natural disasters, which we know is going on right now. So again, Ann Sieg here. If you have arrived, let me know, comment in the section, or just say hi, Ann, in the comment section below if you could. And if you've enjoyed our broadcast previously, by all means, please feel free to share this with others as we dive into this, because, you know, we just got through some big hurricanes, a monstrous typhoon over in Asia, which I have a son who lives in China, in Asia. And so I was thinking about him, though the typhoon didn't hit him. He's a little further north in China, but all very timely. Okay, great. We are at the top of the hour. All right, this is Ann Sieg, and welcome to the Voice of E-commerce, which is the broadcasting arm of the e-commerce business school. And our goal is to display to the public that we are real people with a go-giving community that supports and empowers each other. So I'm thrilled to have you here, and now let's take your business to the next level with this edition of the Voice of E-commerce. All right, here's the deal. September is actually termed Emergency Preparedness Month. And it seems to make a lot of sense because this is when the hurricanes seem to come barreling down across the East Coast, referring to the US. And, you know, all that we saw, was it a year ago that it was it Hurricane Harvey that bombarded Texas? Remember how awful that was down in Houston? Well, I do remember, because I have a Voice of E-commerce interview with one of our members who survived, who lived through Hurricane Harvey. I hope I have the right name there. And she attests to how powerful it was for her to have been a member of the e-commerce business school and to still make money and come unscathed during that hurricane last year. All right, so we're talking about being prepared. Now, I'm going to share with you something that's kind of interesting, that's more longer term in terms of being prepared. So we think of disasters, being prepared, but how prepared are you for retirement? I don't have the stats in front of me right now. I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal, but I can tell you for a fact that here in the US, in terms of preparedness for retirement, the stats are absolutely horrific in terms of people really being prepared for retirement. So let me tell you one of the main reasons that I do the business that I do, which is running the e-commerce business school. First and foremost, I came online to build up a safety net. So I was thinking long-term, in a way that I could have something there relative to if something happened to my husband's windshield replacement business, that I was going to build a side income, right? That was my whole thought process. And to have retirement income for the future for me and my husband, because We've been entrepreneurs almost our entire married life. Okay. So that was my main goal, was to get my husband home and have a backup plan. I more than amply did that. We were able to, 2 years after coming online, I went from $2,000 a month to $90,000 a month. So I was able to get my husband home. Now retirement, let me speak to that. I want to know how many folks are here, and especially if there's women in the audience here. Hi there, Sharon. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly and I sat next to each other at dinner, had a wonderful chat. Hi there, Judith, and hi there, Kimberly. Great to have you, ladies. So I don't know if there's any gentlemen here speak, but here's what I know to be true. And again, this is having to do with, we're talking about emergency preparedness, but I'm kind of also talking about preparedness in general, right? Women outlive men rather significantly. Did you know that, ladies? I think it's something as, I believe it's like 12 years. It's by a large margin. It's not like 2-3 years. Oh, no, my friends. It's by a large margin. So knowing that, I go, oh, I will have a greater likelihood of outliving my husband than him outliving me. But we're making plans both ways. But this is why, as I approach what I'm doing in business, it's going to sound kind of weird, but I'm just giving you my mindset. I build my skills so that I have a marketable skill set in the marketplace, something that people will pay me good money for. That's my number one chief objective. And so when a lot of people balk at learning new skills, I think, man, they're just not going to make it in the 21st century. Because the number one skill in the 21st century, as determined by Paul Zane-Pilzer, he is a very renowned economist and has worked for under several presidential cabinets. Paul Zane-Pilzer is the skill of adaptability. You have to be adept. You have to be able to pivot, right? And most people aren't, especially as we know, the older you get. That is a detriment. And that's where you have to take ownership through your mindset to say, I am going to hunker down. I am going to embrace this learning curve because I'm going to learn skills that are valuable in the marketplace. Let me help translate this for you. Ready? Anybody else? Hey there. Hi there, Elizabeth. Welcome. Okay. Think about this for a moment. Think about this. So Danita Zanre, who created the entire Shop Your Way to Wealth course, came into, she's been a longtime subscriber of mine. I'm going to translate this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. She comes in, she trusts me, she knows me, she followed me for, I don't know if it was 8 years or whatever. Okay. And then I shifted into e-commerce. She chose to follow me into e-commerce 4 years ago. She gets into coaching. She gets into mentorship. She comes to live events. She understands it because she's been an entrepreneur for her own 20 plus years. She's going to build her skill sets. And she became very successful. So much so she was able to retire her husband because of the skills she learned in building an Amazon business. But wait, it gets better yet. Not only did she build a successful business, but there are career paths here at EBS, E-commerce Business School, and she chose to become a coach and a trainer. That's another revenue stream for her. She earned it. She's got the stripes to have the merit and the value to coach and train our people on Shop Your Way to Wealth and a whole lot more as it relates to selling on Amazon. So that's someone who understood when you go into these things, there's multiple mindsets that can be going on rather than, this ought to make me a bunch of money like yesterday. That's a very short-term way of thinking. And I get it. Of course you want the money to happen, chop, chop. Of course, I get it. And that's what Shop Your Way to Wealth does. It gives you cash flow. But why not set a bigger plan here? Why not look out further? Ladies, we're likely going to live longer than the men. Start thinking big picture with me here. And the more you can think big picture and think long-term, what your end goal is, the better everything else is going to line up behind it instead of being a short-term thinker. Can I get a yes and amen on that? Right in the comment section? Okay. So I'm holding up, this is the email that was sent out. And there are weekly themes to emergency preparedness. The first week was on make and practice your plan. Now that's probably to do with, oh, a hurricane is coming, or a, in that sense, or a tornado, right? But doesn't this apply to all of life and preparedness for being retired or preparedness for your financial freedom, right? Make and practice your plan. Okay, others are writing in here. Heck yes, is Laura. Hi there, Laura. And Sharon. All righty, good deal. Make and practice your plan. Go into this opportunity, this crazy, amazing opportunity, being in the e-commerce business school, not with the little teeny narrow scope of, and I see it. I see the mentality of people's mindset. It's in such a limited scope. There is such a cornucopia of opportunity here. Dr. Josie Shepard is a perfect example. Speaking of emergency preparedness, she lived with her phone under her pillow every night for fear that her husband, her son, has no kidneys, would call her and be in the hospital. So talk about being anxiety ridden. And she was a practicing psychologist at that time. She quit her practice so she could be there for her son in a moment's notice, having that freedom, right? Well, she came into my following, so to speak. She came to one of my events. She went straight up to my mentorship group. That very first time, she came to my very first event, boom, she's in the mentorship group. This young lady now has 3 businesses that all run on autopilot. So she started when she was 70 on Amazon. She's now 75 and has 3 fully automated businesses. This lady wasn't thinking short term. She was thinking long term. And it's for the main thing of being able to be there for her son. Now she's really prepared, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do for your benefit is I want to post a couple of links in here in the comments section. The first one is an interview that this is going to speak to this preparedness. This is with Sarah Gonzalez. I'm just going to get ready to post in there. Sarah, oh, whoops, I'll just post in there. No, I don't want to be typing while I'm talking to you guys. I'll put it in after this, okay? Sarah Gonzalez is a longtime member of the e-commerce business school. Lovely, lovely lady. And she posted on our group page, Shop Your Way to Wealth, how she was able to come, her house did get partially flooded, but she put all her inventory up in the attic that she had yet to ship out, but much had already been shipped in. It was, I think it was exactly in the month of September this happened. And she made money while evacuating from Harvey. Is that not amazing or what? And so she posted that, and then I interviewed her. So I'm going to post that for you. The other one is Brian Cummings. Brian Cummings is our Executive Director of Training and Coaching. Did you guys know that almost the whole state of California was on fire this last summer, and it may still be on fire? How many of you know that? Hey there, hi Sarasotis. Hi there, Babe, welcome. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, and Sharon saying, and this should be done way before the emergency is there. Amen and amen. I got to speak to Sharon, some amazingness about Sharon Safford. Anyways, where was I going with this? So Sarah, I interviewed her and she was able to, no, I'm back to Brian with the fire. Okay, so California, if you looked at their map, almost the whole state looked like it was on fire. He lives in Redding, California. Did you follow the news on Redding? Well, it burnt about half that city down. This is like the first week of August, 10,000 homes. Actually, I don't think half the city. It's, I think, a population of 70,000, burnt down 10,000. Brian's on my staff, so I'm getting worried, right? Talk about emergency preparedness. You guys tracking with me? The fire's coming. It had jumped over the river and it was headed his way. What did he do? Who knows? He's got a recreation vehicle. It's actually more appropriately a mobile home. It's gigantic. Middle of the night, they pack up their 4 dogs, they grab everything they can, and they head down the road to a community college that was further out to watch, oh man, is our house going to burn down or not? They were out of harm's way because they had a mobile home. He's a 9+ year veteran seller on Amazon. What do you think? It served him well, right? And the fact that we can run our businesses all online, he could be anywhere and he can keep running his business, right? Josie, she moved away from Southern California from her shipping center. No problem. Her son in Thailand runs the shipping center. No problem. She's got VAs in the Philippines and India who run her 2 Amazon stores. She's covered. Ask her if it was worth it. Ask her if in 5 years to do that, if that was worth it. What do you guys think? So I'm going to post that link. So what I'm telling you is, in a bigger picture, what we provide you within the e-commerce business school, regardless of what training you're going through, we provide you tools and mechanisms to help you be more prepared. So now I'm going to shine a big spotlight on Sharon Safford. She's in the comments section. You will find no one in this community more diligent in using a tool that's free to all of you. It's called the End of Day Report. It's complimentary. I think, Babe, you came in recently, just this past week. I don't remember which program, but I'll even talk about that in my offer. And oh, by the way, you're going to get a ton of freebies at the e-commerce business school. You're going to get tools and resources, and so many, you probably won't even be able to make full use of them. Well, the EOD, End of Day Report, Sharon is one of my mentorship students at e-commerce master's program. And she sends in a report every week. And sure enough, Sharon is so dialed in to that end of day report because it keeps her on her path. It keeps her on her path. And I see people go all over the place and they don't stay on the path. And that's the first part of emergency preparedness, is make and practice your plan. Sharon is constantly honing and refining her plan, which, by the way, we have a 33-page business manual called the Roadmap, the e-commerce roadmap to a 6-figure income. 33-page roadmap. That's the plan. That's the roadmap. That's in our master's program. And so she sticks to it. And furthermore, she's getting input from me every single week through a video review, so she can stay on the tight and narrow path towards success. Because, yeah, she's right, getting in that preparedness mode. All right, so you all have your different kind of emergencies. And what I'm telling you is that e-commerce is such a wonderful business model because it allows you to work from anywhere. So when Brian had the fires bearing down in his home, he's out of there. He's in his RV. Maybe that becomes a part of your game plan. I'm going to have a mobile home. That's going to give me a lot of freedom to run when I need to, right? Or Sarah Gonzalez. I'm going to post her interview, and I'm also going to post Dr. Josie Shepherd's for you as well. So you guys can share ways that you do preparedness, both for natural disasters. Here in the e-commerce business school, I'm talking about preparedness in life. Develop your life skills through the e-commerce business school. Allow it to shape and transform you into a more powerful person, a stronger person, a wiser, a more educated person, because of the tools and resources that we provide for you. So end of day report is smack dab. It's right in your back office. Look for it. And if you can't find us, let us know. It's free. It's complimentary, highly underutilized tool in our membership program. So I hope that you all take advantage of that, because it helps you keep on track, being planned and prepared for any kind of emergency that may come. So with that, thank you everyone for being here. Be safe, not sorry. Put your hand to the plow. This is a plow worth sticking with, because the many success interviews give ample proof of that. So thanks for watching, and I will connect with you next week on The Voice of E-commerce. Till then, bye-bye, everybody.